Natasha?
Hi, everybody. I'm so sorry I have to be in my car. We just finished practice up at AU, so thank you for bearing with me. But I'm
You're,
so excited.
you're great. Okay, guys. So, like last time, I will introduce you. Make sure your hand is raised, and I will call you out and your outlet. So, we will start off with Jesse Morrison from the Next.
Hi, Natasha. Good to meet you. First of all, how much did having Christy here, as an assistant coach, lead to you wanting to make this decision to come to Phoenix?
Oh, Natasha, 1 second. I think you're muted.
Sorry, it's not allowing me to unmute myself. But hi, Jesse. Christy was a huge piece. And being honest with you, Phoenix always had such a calming feel to it. So I was looking at Phoenix even before Christy got mentioned to be on the staff. So then when Christy actually texted our Mystics group chat and was like, hey, I'm taking the job, I'm the associate head coach, I was like, oh, wow, this is actually amazing. So uh, Christy, I call her Panda. She's been my OG for years. We played together for years. And she's really invested into me over the last few years of really teaching me how to tap into my water. So we've really created a deeper bond, deeper connection. And I remember at one point last year, I was like, I would play for you any day. So now that we get to kind of full circle moment and go to Phoenix together, start a new chapter off together, it's really comforting to me that needed some bit of comfort with this big of a move.
And then with Phoenix's investment in like their new facility, and just kind of Matt's vision for what he wants to do with the WNBA, just how much did that kind of play into your decision to come to Phoenix as well?
It was everything from top to bottom. Matt, Nick, Nate, the front office, Monica. You could tell how hungry they are to, in a sense, rebuild. And really do this thing the right way and invest and be one of those top teams. I think everyone talks about the Brooklyn and the aces like Brooklyn and Vegas, but Phoenix is that new team that is investing into not only their organizations, but into their players, both on and off the court. And that was such an enticing thing for me with moving. I wanted to be a part of that investment and that passion that a front office has for making their team a winning team.
We'll go to Cindy Brunson, Mercury broadcaster, next.
Hi, Cindy. Hi, Cindy.
Hey, Tom. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you so much.
In the middle of haircut, stopping to talk to you. This is so amazing.
I know you're looking good, girl.
Oh, stop. When I saw that you signed with the Mercury, I almost passed out. I was just like, gonna be an automatic fan favorite, because people just don't know. They don't know how much you've improved, particularly over the last couple of years. You've always been an elite defender. You've got the assist game, but now you're averaging double figures as well. You're in Dallas for Athletes Unlimited, where you recorded your first career triple-double. What is playing in Athletes Unlimited done for you to help you elevate your WNBA games?
Really, it's just, I think the biggest piece that I always take away from AU is it really does bring my love and my confidence back, especially with no coaches, no GMs. It really is, you are in control of everything. And so for week one, I'm a captain. And that just exudes confidence into myself, right? When I know that I'm prepared, I'm prepping, I'm getting better, I'm growing as a player, as a person. Because at AU, it's not only about, what you do on the court, it's also about your growth off the court as a person and as a human being too. So I think the biggest piece that I've always taken away from AU is the confidence aspect, which then obviously carries over into my W season. And it's just a continued hunger for me too. That's why I'm really excited for this next chapter. Phoenix is getting a dog that hasn't necessarily been appreciated or valued, and someone that has a lot to prove to herself about who I really am as a player, as a person, and as an activist. So AU definitely is just really pushing my confidence more than anything.
I know those number 9 jerseys are going to fly off your shelves. I cannot wait to see you in Phoenix.
We gonna see. We gonna see. I think we gonna have to leave it for Sophie just as a respect thing with coming back. But yeah, we gonna see.
The two of you together, I'm
I
talking league
know
sales record. We already got the attendance piece. You're gonna
people
be in
aren't
front
ready for the
of
duo.
1,000 a night.
They're not ready for it yet.
Thanks, Taj.
Thank you, Cindy.
We're gonna go to Alexa Philippou, ESPN.
Hey, Natasha. Hope you're doing
Hi,
well.
Alexa. You as well.
Thank you. Obviously, the Mercury bringing in Ka and Beck, and just really assembling this really
So
exciting roster. What was how much did you know about the moves that they were trying to make, even along with bringing you? And what excites you most about having so many great pieces together and really trying to get the Mercury back, on top of the league?
I think for me, what felt great was how intentional Phoenix was with me in this free agency. Even little things of like, I came on my visit and they poppied a crop for me. They cut my practice shirt already into a poppy crop. They got my dogs gifts, treats, little bands, like all those intentional things really meant the world to me. And to be sought after the way that Phoenix sought after me was amazing. So that feels good for a player that hasn't necessarily felt valued. And then bringing in the pieces, honestly, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I didn't know the Kalia trade was coming. So I saw it in real time with everyone else. And when I tell you, I started running around the room. I'm just excited. We're bringing in, great talent to me, Ka, Beck, and then we're adding to of what was already the core of, DT, BG, Sophie, and just a great organization overall. But we're going to shake some shit up this season, and I can't wait. You got a bunch of dogs on one team that are hungry, that want to win, that are willing to, put whatever aside to get these dubs and rebuild this dynasty to what it should be. So I'm really excited to be surrounded by the greatness that I'm surrounded by right now. It makes my job as a point guard, right? Like I'm sitting here with like licking my fingers. Like this is going to be a fun season as a point guard to have so many weapons around you. That's a point guard's dream.
Absolutely. We can't wait to see it. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
We're gonna go to Jeff Metcalf, freelance.
Hello. I
Hey,
have
Jeff.
a question. Hi, I have a question about you've always been involved with socially active and involved with the community. How do you see that playing out here, especially with BG and some of the other people that are already here?
Yeah, I love that Phoenix fully supports their players and what they're passionate about off the court and what their activism is about off the court. So understanding that I still have the freedom to be me as an activist and really just continue to get into good trouble. I'm really excited. I think the biggest part for me and my activism has always been first going into wherever I am and listening to what the community needs first and foremost. Obviously, I'm still going to be passionate about the intersectionalities of what makes me me, and I'm still going to do all those things that I've been doing over the last few years. But it is very important for me to also figure out what the community of Phoenix needs, and to continue to be that voice for the voiceless and amplify those things to the best of my ability. So I'm excited to team up with BG. I'm excited to team up with the other women and what they already have going and really figure out what my niche is within that community as well.
And one more from me. What's your kind of vision of teaming with Tarazi?
Man, I'm so excited to just get DT off the ball more than anything. I think she's gotten away from just being great at who she is and the ball being in her hands a little too much. We got to get staggers for her. We got to get her open looks. I'm able to get into the paint, engage too, and I'm able to find shooters. So I'm just really excited to make her job a little bit easier to be great. And again, like I have the ability. I've been blessed to play with Elena Deladon for most of my career. Now I get the opportunity to play with one of the GOATs of our league of all time. Like that was also very enticing to me to be a part of Diana Taurasi's journey and career. So I'm really blessed to be able to play alongside such a dog.
Thank you.
We're
Thank
gonna
you,
go
Jeff.
to Jacob Feldman, Sportico.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was going to ask a little bit about your offseason, Natasha. I'm curious, going back to last year, how you decided to approach this offseason in terms of considering any overseas opportunities, and then more broadly at a league-wide level, how you've seen thinking from teammates and friends in the league change when it comes to offseason schedules? And it seems like fewer people
Yeah.
are traveling than they used to.
Yeah, I think a lot of players are now going into the protection of their bodies. Playing year round is really rough on our bodies and longevity of our careers. So I think players are more so looking for shorter seasons, whether it pertains to overseas. Athletes Unlimited is another resource that is here for us. So I think people are really focusing on their bodies and really just being around their families and their loved ones for longer periods of time. But my off season was my mindset was to go in and be just open to anything, not blocking any blessings, and really just trusting in God to lead me through this free agency. It's my first one. People think free agency is fun. It's very freaking stressful. Deciding where the next part of your life is going to be is really daunting in a lot of senses. You want to make the best decision for not only yourself but your family, long term. So for me, I'll just being honest with you. I remember the last time we played in Phoenix. I don't know why I just had this feeling like I could see myself playing here. And so I went stupid that game. I remember we went stupid and I was like, yeah, I'm going to make Phoenix want me at the end of this season. And I just continued to have that same gut feeling of like I could play in Phoenix. I could play in Phoenix. And when free agency finally came around, Phoenix was definitely a top team for me. And there was just a certain point, probably like a week and a half, 2 weeks in the free agency, where I was just like everything feels right, from Matt to Nick to Nate to Monica to the support staff around it, and then actually going to see the facilities, what they had to offer. It just felt like the right place for me and my family with this next chapter. For the rest of my off season, I went to Jordan. I played with a Jordan club team. We played in the Arab Championship in Dubai. So I just got back from that. I went straight from that to All Star to here at AU. So it's just been a constant nonstop for me. But honestly, this is what I prayed for. So I feel like God has been truly, truly favoring me these last few months, and I'm super thankful for just the journey that I've had this off season.
Fantastic. I appreciate it. Keep it up.
Thank you, Jake. Appreciate you.
We'll go to Greg Esposito, PHNX.
Hey, Natasha,
Greg.
great to meet you. Welcome to the
Great
Value.
to meet you as
or
well.
to the
Thank
Valley.
you. Thank
I
you.
want to
Thank
know
you.
what does it mean to be able to play in front of a crowd like the X Factor, and what do you want them to know about you?
Let me tell you, the X Factor has always shown me love. 9 years in a different organization, I always felt love the minute that I walked into Phoenix. Even fans that would wait for us, coming out of the hotels or after games, it's always been nothing but love and positivity and support. So coming in, I'm just really excited to be a part of an amazing fan base, that has made playing in that arena hard as hell as an opponent for 9 years. Fans that support their team on and off the court. Very similar. I'm a Philly girl, so that support of your organization, your teams, I feel the same with the X Factor, and I just want them to know y'all are getting a dog. Y'all are getting a dog that has had to prove herself year after year after year, and still hasn't really gotten the respect that she deserves. And I use that as fuel. So I'm gonna run through a wall for y'all. I'm so excited to be a part of this organization, but more so, I'm excited to meet y'all, to have a more of intimate relationship with y'all, because fans mean the world to me. Seeing my jersey for the 9 years in my career, that's been a blessing. I really am a mid-major kid that was never supposed to be here, so I genuinely care. You're gonna get someone that will put herself in front of fires for you and the community. And that will be a voice for the voiceless as well. So I love y'all already. I'm so excited to get out there and meet y'all. I feel like the first fan event, I'm going to go berserk and just have so much energy, but just know y'all are getting the dog and someone that truly cares about community.
We're going to end with Sean Schultz, WNBA Swish.
Hi, Tosh. Welcome to Phoenix, and it's good to see you.
Thank you, Sean. Good to see
You're
you
welcome.
too.
Couple quick questions. First is, what have you heard from your new teammates directly? And second, you mentioned activism. How much do you balance like national activism versus local Phoenix in the community?
Love those questions. What I learned from my teammates is they're hungry as well. That was the biggest thing of talking over this free agency was that hunger and that want to win. And I feel like I've been missing that a little bit the last few years. I want to win. Like I am, when you talk about competitors, like I'm one of the most competitive people. We could be playing putt-putt and I'm gonna be pissed if I lose. So hearing that, the people that are going to be surrounding me have that same hunger and that same dog in them, it was the most enticing thing to me in free agency because I want to win. I want to win another championship. I want to do it within 1 or 2 years. Like that is very much at the forefront of my mind. So very much that same want and will to win. And then for me, my activism is very much on if I feel like I need to speak on something, I will speak on something. So whether that's nationally or locally within the community, I will always again put myself in front of fires. It's not fun. People think that, it's just something that, I want to do for attention. It's not. It comes from a very genuine place and understanding this platform that God has blessed me with. I think a lot of times athletes can look at all eyes on us as being a microscope, but I've always had the mindset of that it's not a microscope, it's a microphone. And we have a responsibility, whether we like it or not, to be a voice for the voiceless, to be role models for people all over the world, not just only locally. So I very much want to continue to do my part. So worldly, I will speak about Gaza. I will speak about my support of Palestinian life and human life overall. I will speak locally about what are we doing to protect our homeless, what are we doing to protect our LGBTQ plus community, and I'm okay with taking the heat that comes with that, understanding that I also have an organization behind me that's going to uphold me and hold me up when I need to too, and that makes the world of a difference. So super thankful for that, to be a part of organizations in my career that have supported me and not necessarily held my activism against me, but I stand on business. I stand on business, and I will always do that because I believe that that's what God truly intended this game of basketball to be for me. My purpose is to be a servant to my community and to others.
Sorry, I lied. One more. We're gonna wrap with Alexa from ESPN.
Yeah, let's do this. Whatever y'all
I
need.
got one more for you. Just with Nate and Nick coming into the franchise, having the NBA background, what were your conversations like with them, and what have they said, or have they expressed as their vision for this team that really got you excited that they can bring, especially being having a new perspective, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, I'll start with Nick. Nick comes from Golden State. Like, I don't need to say nothing to you about what it means to win. You have the blueprint. You've worked in it. You've seen it. So him bringing that to Phoenix, like seeking after me, I knew he wanted to win, and I knew he needed to do it with a point guard that was willing to, be a true point guard at points and be a dog, be a two-way player, a defender. So with Nick, that's the blueprint. I knew he wanted to win, and I loved his vision for the team of playing fast-paced, of being, two-way, being a defensive-minded team that's going to lead to the offense as well, figuring out new ways to just make what they already had better, and add to that. And then from Nate's standpoint, I really love just sitting and talking with him on my visit about what his vision was. And what I love most is he's like, yes, I'm going to bring what I already know from my experience in the NBA and what it takes to win, but I'm also here. This is a collaboration. This is our team. As much as I will be the head coach, like this is also collaborative about people that know what it means to win, people that have won, and y'all know what y'all are doing in this league. So I think more than anything, the collaboration piece of being a winning team and a winning organization, that's what really enticed me, to truly be a part of the intertwinings of what it means to make this a championship organization.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, Tasha. We're glad to have you here.
Thank y'all so much. I'm excited to meet all y'all too. I love y'all media people too. It's not just the fans. So I'm excited to meet y'all and get around y'all too.
Thank you, everyone.
Appreciate y'all. Bye.